A great show for you today. Just a little guideline to go over. We're going to promote ourselves and we're going to promote the podcast to let you guys know a little general information of what the podcast is going to be about. And also, we're going to do a couple reviews on a movie that came out last week, as well as give our top 5 list, our first top 5 list, which is also acceptable to change in the future. But, why don't you introduce yourself?
All right, guys. Hi, so happy to be here today. My name is Nixit. I'm a professional loser. Gamer. On Twitch, twitch.tv/Nixit. That's where I spend most of my time, but I'm taking a break from that today to drink this giant soda, come over to King Cord 1's place, and help him do his show. So thank you so much for having me here, King Cord, on your show as a co-host.
It's a pleasure.
I'm just a professional gamer, loser, scrub, and TV watcher. That's what I do, baby.
I'm a professional couch potato. I also enjoy video games, just not the same video games that most people like. But I am a superhero nerd, comic book nerd. I love binge watching shows on Netflix and on TV.
Everybody loves binge watching shows. That's just the truth, baby.
So a little general information about what the podcast is going to be about is exactly that. We're just going to be talking about our favorite video games, our favorite things to dislike about video games, as well as superheroes and TV shows and just a bunch of bullshit, like pop culture, trending stories, current events, anything at all. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So last week, I think it was Friday, Batman v Superman came out.
Oh, live chat works. Sorry, I got excited. I was playing with it.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Just making sure.
Batman v Superman came out last week, and I went and saw it Saturday night. And I gotta say, I really liked it.
I haven't seen it yet because I'm a loser.
You gotta go see it.
I know. It's on my list of shit to do.
It's pretty good. You know what? I'll admit I was one of the Batman fans who was like, I don't know about Ben Affleck. I don't know about.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of people were not happy about that decision, but that people kind of changed their tunes. That overall, he was one of the better parts of the movie, actually.
Yeah, I started seeing the teasers and the photos that were coming out with him in the bat suit and in the Batmobile.
Yeah.
And I started getting pumped up for it. And you know what? Like the bat suit looked a lot like it was an inspiration from the Frank Miller comic Dark Knight Rises, which is my favorite Batman story of all time.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite Batman story?
I don't have a favorite Batman story. I guess the one with Batman in it would be my favorite one.
Yeah, the one where he fights crime.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, usually at night. Anyways, I went and saw it, and I thought Ben Affleck did
Batarang.
really good Batarang.
That's what I got for you.
Yeah, Ben Affleck did pretty good.
Which is, I'm glad, because I feel like a lot of people were giving him shit, so I'm glad that he actually ended up doing okay.
I mean, the only complaint I have really is that they kind of rushed the Batman, backstory a little bit. They just kind of were like, hey, here's Batman, his parents died. Now let's fucking watch him do some cool shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also kind of think of it this way. It's not really a Batman movie. It's the next Superman movie featuring Batman.
Okay, yeah. Which I could see that because there was a lot of bad reviews for Man of Steel when it came out, when it first came out. I guess, Superman's not super keen on slaughtering people. Killing people is not really a Superman thing.
No. And it's not a Batman thing, but in this version, and I think a lot of people need to know, is that this is kind of a point in Batman's life where he's exhausted and he's been through all his Robins. There's multiple Robins. There's not just one, by the way.
Okay.
And he's just he's tired of seeing his city being destroyed by an alien he doesn't understand.
Here's a question I have. I overheard my brother-in-law is a huge Batman nerd as well and comic book nerd. he kept saying that he was mad because apparently the movie discredited or meant they had no reason to do a Flashpoint Batman. I don't know what that means, but he said that basically the movie counteracted a Flashpoint Batman. Now, I don't know what that means, but is that a thing that you think happened?
Okay, like Flashpoint Batman is basically kind of like an alternate universe Batman.
Okay.
Where in an alternate universe of the story, the traditional story where Bruce Wayne's parents get shot, he turns into Batman. In the alternate universe, Bruce Wayne himself gets shot and his parents live, and his father Thomas Wayne becomes Batman.
Oh.
But he's a more kick-ass Batman in my opinion because he don't give a fuck and he fucking uses guns.
Okay.
But the downside of the story is his mom goes insane and turns into the Joker.
That's a big downside for him.
I mean, that's Flashpoint Batman. Honestly, I didn't really see that. I mean, they can obviously do it. It's just another multiverse.
I guess I feel like my brother-in-law said it had something to do with that they showed a backstory of maybe his parents and that was a problem. But yeah, I guess if it's an alternate universe, I guess I don't understand how that would be a problem. So I'll have to watch it and maybe talk to my brother-in-law about it. But yeah, that sounds like a good explanation to me. Also, that's a good story because I'd never heard of Flashpoint Batman. So
you should look it up. There's actually an animated movie of it's a Flash movie, but it's called Flashpoint.
Okay.
And it goes over.
So I was checking to see if OBS still shows live time in the new version. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Just making sure so that we know when we're going to be going over time.
Cool. So, anyways, Batman v Superman. I thought it was good. Definitely room for later on. They can obviously go back and make a Batman movie with just Batman and Ben Affleck.
Yeah, of course.
So I say go see it. Keep an open mind. Yeah, I say go see it.
It's a huge box office hit. I mean, it's like selling off the shelves. I think they're going for some record or something pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only thing that bothers me is there's people out there who went and saw the movie who already had their opinion made before they went and saw the movie, and there was one guy who made a petition to make sure that Zack Snyder doesn't make Justice League or something.
Okay, I had seen that. And I'm not going to lie, I think Zack Snyder's a hack. So I'm going to have to side with the don't let Zack... If I could sign a petition that said don't let Zack Snyder ever direct again, I would sign it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about Zack Snyder. But...
Oh, well, let me... go ahead and do your spiel, and I'll enlighten you here in a moment. I'll give you a list of Zack Snyder films.
Okay, yeah, give me a list of the films. I mean,
that Zack
honestly,
Snyder has ruined.
I guess the past Superman movies and this one is pretty much the only...
Zack Snyder did 300, which, although interesting...
I thought Frank Miller did that.
Well, that's who wrote it.
Okay.
Director. He's a director. Zack Snyder's a director. He did Sucker Punch.
I haven't seen that.
Well, that's good for you because it's not something I would recommend. He did do Man of Steel. Man of Steel might be his best one. He also did Watchmen, and a lot of people think that he kind of ruined Watchmen as well.
See, I watched Watchmen. The only complaint is it's too long. But I thought it was pretty...
I've never read...
Giant blue penis every fucking 5 seconds.
There's a lot of blue penis. I haven't read Watchmen, so I don't have I've only pretty much seen parts of the movie, so I don't have... I can't say that I think Zack Snyder ruined the movie because I don't know what the comic book is. But those are his big famous for. But let's face it, in 300... it's not a good movie. It's only a good movie because the fight scenes are cool. And
yeah.
He's not the fight choreographer.
No.
He's the director.
He's the director.
So, if his big achievement is, slowing down time and putting a sepia filter on, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Alright, well, I guess I'll have to take your word that he's a terrible director.
But...
I mean, the things that I saw I thought were pretty good. But, it doesn't take much to entertain me.
Well, that's what I mean. And also, again, like Man of Steel, fight scenes were really on point, but that's a different... There's a combat or an action director, or there's somebody else that does that for him.
Yeah, I mean it's not just him. There's a team.
Yeah, of course. His job is technically the director's job is to oversee everything and bring out their vision of the movie, and his vision always seems to be in a weird filter with some time lapsing of some sort.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
I'm
honestly,
just saying I would sign that petition. That's all I'm getting at.
I mean, I guess this movie though was pretty good. The fight scenes, the Batman fight scenes were amazing. The Batmobile was pretty cool.
I haven't seen it. I need to see it so bad.
I mean, go see it. Go see it.
I'm gonna right now.
So
After
this, right now.
Right this second.
Right after
I'm taking the camera with me.
So not too long ago, Deadpool came out also, and I went and saw that. That was amazing. Like,
That had huge reviews.
Have you ever read Deadpool comics? Or
I
seen
have.
anything?
He's the only one that breaks the fourth wall.
Yes.
Interesting. Like that's an interesting decision for someone that does comic booking. I think so. I respect that, and I think he's a funny guy. It scored a 83 from actual tomato meter on Rotten Tomato, and a 92% from its audience on there. And this is actually, I don't. Do you use Rotten Tomato ever? It's like
I check it out once in a while.
83% is not a bad tomato score.
No, I mean
it's pretty
obviously,
hard to score that.
I
high.
personally feel like it should be higher though, because that movie was great.
Yeah. Let's see what Batman vs Superman has.
Ryan Reynolds definitely redeemed himself. Redeemed the.
Was it
Deadpool.
called Dawn of Justice?
The Batman v Superman. Yeah, this is Dawn of Justice. They actually split the movie into two. And I called the first one Dawn of Justice, and I don't know what the last one is, but supposedly the last one is supposed to be where the Justice League starts coming in.
All right, we got a 29% rocking on that one with Batman v Superman. Dawn of Justice smothers a potentially powerful story and some of America's most iconic superheroes in a grim whirlwind. Here we go of effects-driven action. Zack Snyder's favorite words. He starts every movie. He's like, you know what I could love here? Some effects-driven action. But the audience gave it a 72%. So obviously see, that's the thing. Just because it's a shitty movie does not mean it's an enjoyable. Does not mean it's not an enjoyable movie. You can be entertained by a movie that's bad or that's not like to its full potential. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Somehow Zootopia has a 99%. It's like apparently a perfect movie.
Didn't that come out not so long ago?
Yeah, I think it just came out.
I think the problem with Batman v Superman, and this is probably true for most movies that come out, is it had a long time where it was just hype.
Yeah,
it was brought all the way up to here, and everyone's expectations were this is gonna be like driving gold bars through my eyeballs, and I'll be shooting jewels for weeks after watching this movie.
I think you're right about that. I mean, just look at this box office list. We're looking at the next one under it for box office is Zootopia, and it's at 24 million versus Batman v Superman's 166 million. We're talking millions of more people saw this movie comparatively. Mm-hmm. So I think you're right. I think that anytime you're getting a larger audience pool, that means that it was generated around hype. And a large audience pool with a lot of hype always means disappointed fans. It's just always going to be what comes out that way.
Yeah, I mean, like look at Star Wars. Star Wars actually was. I went and saw Star Wars.
Yep.
I thought it was pretty good, but the same thing with that it was years of people going, yeah, Star Wars, and all the old Star Wars fans were like, yeah, the original cast, and then you went and saw Star Wars, and you're like, this is good, but it's not as good as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, see, I actually really enjoyed it. It was definitely probably one of my favorite. It might have even been my favorite Star Wars. It was a little slow, but anytime you're starting a new trilogy, it's gonna be slow. God, you know what was the worst movie? Batman Origins. Loved The Dark Knight. Loved The Dark Knight Rises and.
It's Batman. Batman Begins.
Yeah.
And then The Dark Knight. And then The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, Dark Knight Rises, great movies, fantastic. Batman Begins made me want to kill myself.
You're talking about the one with George Clooney?
No, I'm talking about yeah, maybe I don't know who was the Bat. No,
you're saying Batman Begins, the
I don't know
Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, the brand, the
first one.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
That one. You know what my favorite part of that movie is? 15 minutes of Batman being like, I'll never kill anyone. And then him slaughtering and burning down all those ninjas.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, you need to kill this man. He's like, I will never kill anyone. Except for everyone else in here! And then
I will
he
leave
kills,
this
like,
up to the justice system.
he straight up murders everyone, burns the
But I
place
can't
down.
control fire. Yeah, I mean, I liked
And that was a
Batman
slow one.
Begins.
I loved the second two.
It was pretty slow. The first one was.
Which,
pretty
yeah,
slow.
I can get behind a slow movie. It's not that I don't like slow movies. I just didn't feel like there was enough payoff.
Honestly, The Dark Knight was my favorite one, and this might surprise a lot of people, but it's not because Heath Ledger was the Joker. Heath Ledger was a good Joker, but honestly, I loved the story. I recognized the stories from the comics, the similarities from the Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson movie. That I love that. I love Tim Burton's Batman.
I love Tim Burton's Batman too. I don't care what anybody says. I love Tim Burton's Batman. I agree.
So but back to Deadpool, it was pretty good. It was just like I was watching a comic come to life. Honestly, and I love the punches that. Ryan Reynolds put in about the Green Lantern suit. And it was great. If you haven't seen it, you have to go see it. It was funny the other day. I was at the movie theater. I was going to Zootopia, taking my kid there, and we were in line, and these two old ladies came in, and it was funny. I overheard them. They go, "Well, we should go see that Deadpool movie. I hear good things about it." And I just kind of like sat there and snickered, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna have a terrible time," but it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I've got to see it. I mentioned this to you before we started the show. That's higher on my list before Batman v Superman for two reasons. One, I think it's gonna be better overall, and two, it's gonna leave theaters sooner. Batman v Superman is gonna be in there for the next 6 months probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge. They're making so much money. They're not gonna take that out right away.
So I guess the question that I have for you is, are you more of a Marvel guy or are you like DC?
I honestly like both. I just killed my laptop. There we go. I was lighting up my laptop a little more. I love both. If I was gonna pick one or the other, I love DC because I played a shitload, as you know, of DC Universe Online. So to be honest, a lot of my comic book experiences were actually in games. Either whether it be playing, old Batman games. I used to play fucking Spawn on Super Nintendo back in the day. But DC Universe Online is where I got most of mine. And that was fun for me because half the time I was like, who the f*** are these people? Because, there's 8 billion superheroes. Let me ramble off a few. Parasite villain. His name's Parasite. He's pink. Dances around. He looks like a naked man. I don't know.
I don't know.
Parasite?
No, I don't know.
I assume he's real. I don't know. I did not know Black Canary was a thing.
Oh,
I didn't read a lot of Arrow or anything like that originally. DC villains. Let's do Parasite. God, I hope he's real. Yeah, this fucker. He's all pink and weird looking. Here's him in DC Universe, I think. Oh no, different game. But he looks like a weird
Superman
pink
villain.
thing. Yeah, he's a Superman villain. I guess he doesn't always look like this weird veiny shit. I guess in some lore he just is pink. But
his suit is pink.
yeah, he's real scary. He sucks the life force of superheroes. I think he's works for Brainiac at some point. I don't know, but I didn't even know who Brainiac was when I first started. I mean, I had heard of Brainiac because he's a huge villain.
Yeah.
But I did not know anything about him or anything like that. So I love DC Universe Online because that's actually where I got most of my experiences from comic book world. Because, as you know, I don't read a lot of comics overall. So when it's brought to life in something I enjoy, like gaming, I think it really meshes the two worlds together effectively. Although I'm sure there's plenty of lore that was incorrect in the video game sense.
I got my start into comic books and superheroes was actually, from the cartoons growing up on, Cartoon Network and stuff.
Of course.
I'll watch, the Justice League. I actually started out on the Super Friends, which was the really old version of Justice League.
Yeah, that's old.
And I watched, I loved the animated Batman cartoon. But, that's where I kind of started with. It started with cartoons and then, went into video games and movies. And not until I became like 18 years old is when I got into comic books.
Yeah, definitely.
And now I have a huge collection.
Because I don't remember you being into that sort of stuff in like high school or anything.
No. I mean, I love watching the cartoons and stuff, and I was always a Batman fan. True story. When I was really young, when I was like 7 years old, I had like over 100 Batman dolls, and I got in trouble once.
Don't call them dolls. Call them
action figures. I'm sorry, action figures. But I got in trouble once, and my mom made me round up all my Batman action figures, put them in a trash bag, and she made me throw them away.
That's hurtful. That's hateful.
I know.
My God.
I've never forgiven her.
That
this day.
That is fucking hateful.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that happened to you.
It's terrible. But
that is terrible. That's a terrible thing to happen to you.
I actually thought about going back and trying to get them all, but I can't remember all the ones that I had. So that'd be hilarious if I found like all like 100 of them, put them in a trash bag, and left them on my mom's like doorstep.
Oh God, that'd be amazing. Put a horse head in her bed while you're there.
Yeah. But, I don't really have a favorite. I was more DC. I didn't have a problem with Marvel. I don't really like Captain America. That's my one superhero I don't like.
Captain America?
Yeah, I don't like Captain America.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his general lore and stuff, but actually, he was my favorite when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know why.
I mean, the movies that came out, they're really
like
good.
his shield. Oh, I just posted from your Twitter. God damn it, who doesn't log out of another man's machine? Well, now you're taking a break from gaming to do a talk show.
Alright.
You're killing me, man. I'm trying to log in and last minute tweet the stream while we're in the middle of it too. You're killing me.
But, I was more of a DC guy. Now I'm kind of leaning towards Marvel a little bit more.
What's your favorite Marvel, like...
My favorite Marvel right now is Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, like, I
don't think you're alone there. I think a lot of people are really enjoying the...
I just love the way, he breaks the fourth wall.
You know what it's all about,
hilarious
though? It's all about X-Men. I love the X-Men.
You know what? I love the X-Men, too. I mean, there's a few of them I just was kind of like, that's kind of like shit powers.
Well, yeah. I feel kind of bad for some of them.
Yeah.
Actually, number one, I feel the worst for is like Rogue. I feel like her power sucks.
Yeah.
It only seems to like cause horrible things in her life. And I'm sure in the comic books later, I know she develops it better, makes things better. Mm-hmm. But like in all we see in the movies or in some of the like earlier lore, it just looks like horrible shit.
Yeah.
That's why she's best friends with Wolverine, because Wolverine also lives a horrible shit life.
Yeah. I mean, like in the movies, she's just like this skittish teenage girl who has no idea what her powers are, and if she touches anyone she loves, she'll kill them.
Yes, exactly.
And the comic books, with Rogue, it was hilarious because a lot of the fans were like, in this comic she can fly, but in this comic she can't fly. It's like, make up your mind on the flying thing. and the Deadpool video game that came out, in the recent past, they poked fun at it. Yeah, it was funny. And honestly, my favorite X-Man, I have to say, is Wolverine, because I'm just that kind of guy. I love
Cyclops.
Cyclops is cool.
He's all pew 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 pew.
Don't look at me without my glasses.
Yeah, like he's damaged enough to be interesting, but not damaged enough to be Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's not all like, I smoke cigars, not fuck bitches. I mean, like, he doesn't wear a cool leather jacket, I guess.
No,
that's his downfall.
He's got that pretty cool suit that he wears when he goes out in action.
Yep, and he occasionally bangs Jean Grey before she dies and turns into, I don't know, Black Phoenix or whatever the fuck happens. I don't really know what happens there.
Does she turn?
She turns into
thought she
something.
just, like, went crazy.
No, maybe it's Dark Phoenix. She goes crazy, dies, turns into Dark Phoenix, which is like a superhero / villain. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Correct us in the comments or the chat room. I'm sure we'll get corrections all the time.
We got a new message? Oh, nope. It's just me saying, hey, peeps.
Oh, hi. So, yeah, I mean, as of right now, Deadpool's my favorite. Growing up, though, I had Spider-Man comics.
Oh,
Spider-Man
I
action
kind of forgot
figures.
Spider-Man was Marvel. Spider-Man's interesting. I like Spider-Man.
What I guess franchise do you like? Spider-Man? Do you like Tobey Maguire, or do you like the new guy?
I like Tobey Maguire the most, but I fucking hated number 3.
Number 3 was terrible.
Yeah, but like number 1 and the Green Goblin and Doc Ock storylines 1 and 2, those were movies I can get behind. I still watch them every time they come on FX, which is like 3 times a day, every day.
Yeah, right after X-Men.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to watch any of those movies, just catch FX on any fucking weekday, and you'll catch them back to back. X1, X2, Tobey Maguire. That's it. I mean, they're just gonna catch.
Honestly, Tobey Maguire for me is my favorite Spider-Man. Number 1 especially is my favorite with the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good. Dude, because you know what? William Dafoe is like creepy as shit. Like, he's just a creepy fucking guy.
He is, but I love him. I love him as an actor. Just for that, just for being creepy.
Yeah, I do too.
I even saw a concept art the other day of William Dafoe as the Joker, and I seriously thought I was gonna have to go to the store and get some new pants because it was great. It was great. I mean, you take the Joker from the Arkham video game series, and you take that concept art of William Dafoe, and I'm like, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't believe they haven't cast him yet.
Honestly,
I guess maybe he's a real Marvel fan.
Well, yeah, maybe.
He's like, fuck you, DC.
Yeah. He's all salty at DC.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Honestly, I think it might be just because he's pretty old and everyone wants to do the young Joker right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, but yeah, first Spider-Man, my favorite. Second Spider-Man was great. Third Spider-Man, they totally raped and like left for dead on the whole Venom thing.
And why? Like,
it's
I mean,
terrible.
it was all the same team, I think. So, like,
Yeah.
what made them lose their minds on that? I don't know. Like, they like made this great movie, made a good movie, then descended into madness, and were like, oh, let's do this horrible one.
Yes, they're all like,
I don't know, man.
let's have the Hobgoblin come in, but we're gonna half-ass it. Like he has like a flying snowboard, and
And you
some
never
goggles.
even see anything like in the like. Here's the thing. Again, with anytime you generate hype, I feel like I didn't see one fucking thing about Hobgoblin. It was all like, we're gonna make awesome Venom, and then like you get
Exactly.
there, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
I remember in the trailer they showed like all the parts where Peter Parker was like getting his shit tossed
Yep.
or trying to catch the goddamn ring, but they didn't show Hobgoblin
Yeah.
giving him shit. But
I agree.
You know, I honestly think with Venom, their first fuck up was they got that guy from the '70s show. I don't even know his fucking name, but he's terrible. He is not a good Venom.
Oh my god. Okay, I know what you're talking
Like
about.
it was like you saw one of your best friends, like all of a sudden turn into an anorexic, and they're just like, I'm gonna be evil now.
But seriously, that was just goddamn atrocious.
Yes.
I just comparatively, like, maybe it wouldn't have been that bad if they had opened with that sort of shit and I just expected that shit for the rest, but with that being like the end of essentially what they made as a trilogy, that was goddamn disappointing.
Yes.
Going out with a goddamn whimper.
I mean, the recent Spider-Man movies, not too bad. Have you seen them?
I've only seen the first one. There's 2 now, right? Is there
Yes.
2? Yeah, I've only seen the first one.
The first one.
It was okay. It was very
weird.
effectsy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see, when they did the Tobey Maguire ones, it was still before they had all the CG effects down, so there was still a lot of like actual.
But I mean, it was still pretty
effects.
good.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing wrong with effects-driven action. Prior to what I in contrast to what I was saying, because I fucking can't stand. What's his name? God damn it, Zack Snyder. But I don't mind. I don't mind effects-driven action by any means.
I mean, the only complaint really I have about the new ones is they took Mary Jane out.
Yeah, I heard. I remember that. I thought they were gonna bring her in.
Yeah, me too.
Later,
Me
but
too.
I guess that's not a
They're
thing.
just like, Mary Jane never happened.
Which seems like I feel like it's a huge part of like because part of Spider-Man's whole like lore is that like he protects Mary Jane. It's like I feel like she gets kidnapped in like every episode or every like style. So without her, I don't really know what his plan is.
Yeah,
No, he just slings around, living a bachelor life. He's
Yeah.
fucking slinging pizza and shit.
Well, he went on to the like they just like skipped over Mary Jane and they're like, here's the new one. I can't remember her name, but it's the blonde girl, and they're like, she's also the daughter of the chief of the police. Trying to get out of this one, Spider-Man.
All right, dude. What if we make a new comic book merging the two, and instead of Spider-Man, it's just Scorpion? But he's fatalitying everybody while he goes. He's like, get over here! Kills the guy. Get over here! While he's just slinging from building to building. He's just shooting spears through windows, killing people to like fly around the city.
And so we just replaced Spider-Man with Scorpion.
Exactly. But instead of just like slinging webs, he's like throwing his fucking snake spear and using that to like fly around the city and just murdering people as he does it.
We can try.
That's copyrighted.
Copyright, trademarked, everything.
Trademarked. No, you can't use that. You can't use that. It's our thing.
We got patents pending.
Oh, I watched myself sling fake webs like a retard on the screen. shouldn't even have that open.
So, I think it's crucial for the podcast, the show, that we give a list or two of our top fives, which are definitely acceptable for changes in the future of the show.
Yeah, definitely.
I think for today, in honor of Batman v Superman, we'll do top 5 Batmans.
I've got like 2.
Maybe top 5 superheroes in general.
That I get behind.
Yeah, we'll just keep going until we're out of time. I mean, I'm not gonna give you like all the top 5s, otherwise
every single top 5 in the whole world.
yeah, or you won't come to episode 2. So
Top 5 colors of M&M's.
top 5 lists.
top 5 list.
Let's get to it.
Oh my god.
So top 5 Batmans. I've thought about this for a while, and I think starting with 5, going to my top 1 favorite Batman. My 5th Batman.
All right, you're starting at the low end.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at the low.
Good, good.
Like save the best for last.
Okay. Good.
Do you have top 5 or
I've got like 3 maybe.
3? Like if I went first, then you'll like figure out 2 more.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Have you even seen 5 Batman?
I like maybe I should just do my list first cuz your list will be more in depth and better.
Okay.
I got like I don't know. My entire repertoire of Batman consists of like Scooby-Doo Batman and Batman Beyond, I think. So I'm going to go with Scooby-Doo Batman number 2 and Batman Beyond number 1. I know I have top favorite list of Robins longer than Batman's. I haven't seen that. I like Dick Grayson. He's my favorite. Yeah. Goddamn Nightwing, dude. Mm-hmm. Nightwing is the shit.
Yeah.
Great. Like, he is my favorite. Also, I love Dick.
Mm-hmm.
I just love Dick. That's all I'm saying.
Dick.
Grayson. Dick Grayson. So maybe we should do your list and just ignore my list.
All right. So, number 5, obviously, is going to be the 1965 Adam West Batman.
Okay.
He's number 5 for a good reason. Obviously, that the 1965 Batman was the joke of the Batman franchise, and everyone hated it. That game was too corny and shit.
That car though.
But the car, the Batmobile was great. I still loved watching it. That's why he made it to my top 5 as number 5. Number 4 is the Justice League Batman.
Oh, that Adam West Batmobile though. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, I love it.
That's a good looking car.
Actually, I have that one.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's over there.
Shit. Right on.
Anyways, number 4, Justice League Batman, the one from the Cartoon Network show that was in like the
That's like the only other Batman I knew.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Which I mean, obviously he's pretty good. He came off of the animated Batman, which is my number 4 Batman, animated series Batman.
He's kind of plain. Nice, decent lore. Nothing like special about him, but he's like, it's a good show. It's a good lore, and it followed everything that it was supposed to follow. It didn't like make any huge. You know, you look at something like Adam West or Batman Beyond. Like some of these other ones, they kind of do their own thing with it. But like animated series Batman was pretty much right out. I feel like right out of the comic book, just straight like run of the mill. No alterations made Batman.
I think I messed up my list.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm just gonna sit over here quietly.
No, that's fine. So number 5, 1965 Batman. Number 4, Justice League Batman. Number 3, animated Batman.
You said number 4 was animated Batman earlier.
Exactly. I messed up because I forgot that I was going from 5 to 1. And so I briefly thought I was going from 1 to 5.
So it doesn't sound like I messed up your list. It sounds like you messed up your
That's
list.
what I said. I said I fucked up my list.
Oh, I think you said I fucked up your list.
No.
That's why I said me sit over here quietly.
No, I'm sorry, everyone. We're at number 3 now.
Which was animated.
Animated Batman was number 3. Moving to number 2, I'm gonna put as a.
Hey, hi, lol. Sorry, guys. There's a couple people in the chat.
What are we saying?
Sorry, I got excited because Dan the man wrote in here said, "Motherfucker, no one laughed, but my dad spanked me with a leather belt so hard for being bad. Fuck, gotta go. Fuck." That was his whole spiel. SMR is hi, lol. He's one of my Twitch.tv followers. He's Russian. So, do you speak Russian?
I don't speak Russian.
I also don't speak Russian.
But
Thank you for tuning in, Hi Law. I wasn't even watching the chat because I didn't expect anybody to come in on day 1. I guess my tweeter must have attracted a few people because this sounds a lot like somebody that would be from Twitch as well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's one of my Twitch fans. See, that's tricky. The whole world of being online is tricky. I hate when people don't have a brand. Like you see Nixit, you know you're getting Nixit. I mean, there's variations. On PlayStation, it's Nix-it. Here, it's XNixitX. On Twitch, it's Nix_it. So it changes, but you know who I am. It's much different when you have no brand. You're like one name on this, a different name on that. I get friend requests from PlayStation being like, "Hey man, I'm from Twitch. You know me." And I'm like, "Dude, you have a different name on there. How would I know you?" Yeah. Oh god damn it, he's German. I thought it was Russian.
Oh great.
Do you know German?
Sprechen
Sie Deutsch?
Fun fact, I did take German in high school. I don't remember.
Hit us with something besides Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Ich bin
Spieler.
What's
the Deutsch Ball? I don't know.
I play German ball? Is that
yeah?
You play with German balls? Is that what you just said?
I play with German balls. That's all I remember from high school.
Oh man, you must have been in a weird class. That's all they taught you.
It was pretty weird. I was going through a phase where I just watched Ghost Rider, and so I bought a leather jacket and I was like, I'm Ghost Rider, and like the whole time I'd sat in the back and I thought I was Ghost Rider, not paying attention to my German studies.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that's like what I did with my entire high school career. So. Actually, I was never there. Let's be honest. I never went to high school, basically.
So I think we're at number 2 on my Batman list.
Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2 is Batman. Is the Flashpoint Batman. Thomas Wayne, because he kicks ass with guns.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome. You should check it out.
I will. I'm interested in that. Is there any, is it just a comic? Or, what is Flashpoint Batman? Is it only a comic
It's a comic series, but they also made an animated movie.
They do have an animated movie? I would like to watch that.
It's a Flash. It's Flash, the superhero. He supposedly runs so fast he goes into a different universe.
Okay, so I'm looking for a Flash movie.
Right.
It's
actually on Netflix. I watched it too long ago.
Good.
So
I can look at it on there.
You can go and watch it, and it's got Cyborg and.
What's it called? Do you know?
I think it's just Flashpoint. Flashpoint.
Okay, I'll look at that. I'm curious.
Yeah. Or it might be Justice League Flashpoint. but still, it's really it's a good movie.
I would like to see that. I mean, there's lots of good. You finish your list before we keep talking. 'Cause I don't want to fuck up your list.
Nah, it's
What is King Cord? What is King Cord's #1 Batman pick?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, Tim Burton Batman. I
can't believe I didn't see that coming. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have seen that coming.
Now, see, this is my list of my favorite Batmans. People who play Batmans, it's a total different list.
Like the actual actors.
Like actors and voice actors.
Okay.
You know, like my favorite. I'll just go ahead and tell you. I won't give you my list, but I'll tell you my top favorite voice actor, Kevin Conroy. He's the voice for the animated Batman. He's the voice for a lot of other Batmans, as well as the Arkham video game series.
Okay. Dude, all my favorite voice actors work for Funimation. I fucking love the Funimation line.
Oh, yeah? Is that just like the DBZ?
Basically, everyone that's in DBZ does, like all the time you're watching Funimation, you're like, dude, is that fucking, like, Vegeta's voice? Or is that Goku? It always is. There's, like, Funimation has, like, 8 people on the payroll, and they just, like, do all the voices. I love it.
I actually watched...
we got one question.
Oh, well, let's hear your question real quick. We got 15 minutes left.
What do you think of Ben 10 of Ascalo? I don't know. Sometimes there's language barrier. I know the show Ben 10. Is Scala one of the spin-offs? I'm gonna look it up. Scale. Let's get Scale. I assume. What do you think of Ben 10 on a scale of 1 to 10? Have you watched a lot of Ben 10?
Are we talking about the cartoon?
Yeah, like the cartoon Ben 10.
I watched the actual first series of it, where it was just Ben 10, and I thought it was actually really good.
I see a lot of Ben 10 porn off to the side when I'm looking at real porn.
Yeah.
Like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's all like.
I mean, it's good though, right?
Yeah, I mean it's
because
alright.
it's Ben 10.
I don't know. Does the FBI get a kick down the door if you say that? I feel like there's a lot of that like.
There's a lot of glass on that door.
I feel like there's a lot of like that underage girl. I guess there's one where they're adults. There's Ben 10 where they're adults. So
I think since it's a drawn picture or cartoon, I think we're fine.
Flashbang rolls in. Get the fuck down.
Get the fuck down.
This was a bad first episode.
Oh my god.
I like Ben 10. Hugo Benassi. I like Trains too, man. But Ben 10 is a good show. I haven't watched the whole series. I watched a little bit of when they were kids and a little bit of when they were grown up. I don't know the difference in the series.
Or something.
It's a good show. I wouldn't rate it mega high because I don't. If I haven't finished watching it after starting it, that means I thought it was meh. So I'm going to give it a 4 or 5.
Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. My favorite character of the show is Grandpa, where he was FBI agent or something.
yeah.
It was pretty cool.
But no, so that's good. Sorry, you were talking about Michael Keaton? No,
Kevin.
Voice actor.
Kevin Conroy is my favorite Batman voice actor. I think he's almost everyone. If anyone knows who he is, they're his instant favorite Batman.
Yes, I feel like. Is he animated series Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen him on. He was on Behind the Voice Actors Studio. I did see.
watched that too.
I did see him in there. Okay, yeah.
There's a story on there where it was
Bonsai. I guess it's Bonsai. Sorry, I thought it was Benassi.
Where it was right after 9/11. He was working in a kitchen, helping just feeding firefighters who were coming off work.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember the story.
And he's like, dude, are you the Batman? Do the voice. Hey man, I got Batman in here in the kitchen.
All right, second question: are one of you one-time DDoS or not? Crazy question, but yeah. Are you asking if we DDoS people or if we're going to be DDoSed? Because I don't think we're popular enough to be DDoSed, and I'm not smart enough to DDoS other people. So I'm not sure exactly what the question is there, Hi Lol, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you there. I don't. Let's get back to this Ben 10 porn. I'm just kidding.
Let's end the show early and check out some Ben 10.
Okay.
No, like Ben 10 was pretty good, but
It was alright.
I haven't seen the other ones. I know there's like two.
There's several.
two
I
other-
think,
is there
now.
several?
I think they made a couple spin-offs.
I mean, it was right around in high school, and obviously I'm still watching cartoons to this day, but
I never DDoS at all high law just because it's kind of a dick move. I mean, there's the people I would do it to, but it takes a lot of programming and a lot of computers to fake sending that many signals. There's nobody I really care enough about in the world to bother spending that much time programming to actually make their packets overload. I don't have it in me, man. I just don't.
I don't know what DDoS is anyway.
You basically get a bunch of, or you either get a powerful computer or a bunch of computers to ping as if there's a bunch of, kind of like a server ping. And basically you ping it so fast or with so many machines, like back to back, that it crashes the system, which brings it all offline. So basically, if it's easy to do on like a home one. I mean, if the packets in a home system only handle like so many at a time, so you just ping the router several times and it ping, 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 and it just crashes it, brings it down until you can reset everything.
Do we have any more questions in the last 10
Yeah,
minutes of our show?
it sucks for COD players. I agree. Do we have what?
What sucks for COD players?
Getting DDoS
Oh,
or
yeah,
things like
yeah.
that, especially for for Twitch streaming. When you're Twitch streaming, a lot of the famous Twitch streamers have people that don't like them, so they get DDoSed a lot if they don't. So they have like super secure routers because they'll get fucked up. Dude, what are you talking about? Last minutes? We got 15 minutes almost covered. We still got 15 minutes of the show. What are you trying to skedaddle out for? Trying to watch that Ben 10 more?
Trying to get out of here.
Come on, man. We've got things to do.
I got stuff to do.
The truth is, we're not in a hurry. There's just cheeseburgers off to the side. You can't see them, but they're there. There's cheeseburgers
Cheeseburgers.
over in that vicinity that we could be eating, but instead, we're doing a show. Because we don't want to appear to be fat on camera.
No, I mean, we already
are.
do.
We kind of already do.
And that's kind of what the name's about.
Yeah, it's illegal to DDoS as well.
Yes.
Dude, pull the chat up. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Jesus.
Cheez-Its and rice. Cheez-Its and rice. First episode.
Episode 1, yeah, today, guys. We're gonna be doing. Right now we're looking at a once a week.
It automatically came on. You think it'd be muted, but no.
We're doing a once a week upload right now. I've been trying to convince King Cord that we might look into doing 2, one each week on YouTube that covers everything, and one each week that does gaming news because I would love to do stream onto Twitch gaming talk shows or whatever it is up there.
I'm totally down for that. We just gotta pick a day and a time and we can do that.
This show, Hugo, is going to be about 2 main things. It's going to be nerd news, like things that are in the nerd news. Currently, we're looking at, the one I've been looking at is Nerd Reactor and Nerd Approved. Those are the ones I was looking at. But basically, we look up new TV, new movies, new comics. We give our opinions on these, these different things. So basically, we're just talking about nerd shit. That's literally what this whole show is going to be about. Hence the name Body by Gaming, because this is the kind of body you get by being a couch potato that's always gaming, reading comics, that sort of stuff. So basically, we're just going to cover a little bit about everything nerd-like. Specifically, though, we're going to have a few segments. Usually, we're going to open with brand new news. So you weren't here at the very beginning, I don't think. But at the beginning, we covered some of the new movies, Batman v Superman, some of those things. We didn't even touch Daredevil yet, which I wanted to wait on because I would like to actually watch that. So I might try and watch that this week so we can actually talk about Daredevil
It's
next
pretty
week.
good, actually. Have you seen the first season yet?
No. I don't even care about the
you
first
got a
season.
lot
I want to watch the first season just so I can get to freaking Shane being the Punisher. But anyway, nerd news at the beginning, followed by kind of just us talking or riffing on different things. A lot of times news from the beginning. And then a few top 5 lists, some interesting things like that. And then, of course, responding to questions or comments you guys have about nerdy shit. Hopefully, between the two of us, I'm a gamer nerd, he's a comic nerd. We should have a fairly decent sample size of nerdiness to go from. But that's just a little about what the show is going to be. And we're doing it once a week on Wednesdays currently.
2:30 p.m.
2:30 p.m. Central United States time.
Because we're in the Midwest.
Yes, we are.
I mean, technically. Are we?
Why'd you say technically?
I don't know.
Like, actually you're not, but technically you are.
We're kind of like on the edge of not Midwest. I don't know.
Well, Midwest is confusing as a term, because I feel like Midwest is everything that's not West Coast or East Coast or the South.
Yeah. Plus, like, if you ever look up the map of the time zones, Midwest is like seriously like a freaking lightning bolt in the middle.
That's true.
So it's a little confusing that way.
Hugo, I'm not a huge fan of Superman overall, only because I think he's a little, like, I don't like that he's overpowered and so weak. Like, I feel like he's like this super, well, first of all, he's a superhuman with ice breath, laser.
Whoa. He's a super alien, my friend.
Sorry, you're right. He is a super alien.
With human
not
traits.
a superhuman. But he has ice breath. He has super speed. He has laser eyes. He has super strength. He can fly. I mean, he has all these powers, and he lost to a guy that throws batarangs, dude. He loses a fight to a guy that throws gadgets.
You got to think of it this way, though. Like, I'm a fan of both Batman and Superman. More fan of a Batman. And the way I see it is Batman, he's like super smart, and he's going to figure out all your flaws, all your problems. He's going to know, what time of the day is the off time for you.
Yeah.
All that shit, and he's gonna fucking put it in an equation, and he's gonna figure it out. When is the best time to get you where I want you? When is the best time I can defeat you? And like my favorite story, Dark Knight Rises, Frank Miller. There's actually an animated movie you can get to and watch. It's not just him. He makes it seem like it's just him, but it's not just him. He's got the power suit. He's got the one-armed Green Arrow working in the background. He's got the girl Robin, who's also running the tank and distracting everyone. He places a bunch of missiles and everything to distract the army. And in the end, he makes it look like Superman kills him, but not really. By taking a pill that slows his heart down so much that it appears he's dead.
Yeah. Ballsy move.
I mean, obviously in that fight he lost to Superman, but what I'm saying is he figured out all this stuff, and he doesn't just go in like guns a-blazing and then happens to win.
I agree with that. To answer both the questions, I love SpongeBob SquarePants. No joke. I think he's funny as shit. I don't care what anybody says. I like that show. I think he's funny. Mm-hmm. Hugo, to get back to what you say, they'll never have Batman physically kill Superman unless it's in an alternate universe. It won't. In the actual run-of-the-mill universe, they'll never kill off really either of them like that. But there's a few times.
I mean, Batman always keeps a shard of kryptonite in his utility belt.
Yes.
And even though they became friends and partners and all that shit in the Justice League, he always keeps it.
He doesn't trust it.
Yeah, just in case that one day he decides, because Superman has that power.
Yeah.
Where he freaking snaps and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna start killing these idiots."
Yeah.
So
But I mean, like, okay, so I just feel a little like maybe he should have won faster. Like, I get that, admittedly, in the long run, why Batman would win, because he's smarter, he can think about these things, figure it out, and come out on top. But, like, shouldn't the fight have been 30 seconds of Superman flying at him and just punching a hole through his stomach?
Yeah, I mean, in all reality, Superman can fly up and snap Batman's back like a twig.
Well, it turns out that doesn't kill you because Bane does that.
yeah, Bane does.
So I feel like that's probably not the best route to
in
take.
all reality, Superman can do it, but when it comes down to, an actual like planned fight, which in comics mostly happens is planned fights.
Yeah, agreed.
Batman's gonna have an upper hand on that stuff.
No, I agree. Superman is never described in any lore as being especially intelligent.
No.
Probably the smartest he is listed as is probably maybe Smallville. Like in Smallville, like Superman, because he's like a young high school kid and he's intelligent. Lex Luthor takes him under his wing, all that sort of shit. But he's like a kid in that one. So
honestly, in all the Superman stories, he's so used to his powers and how it's just a simple fix for him in every situation that he'll just go in, fix it, right away with a power, and then he's done. So he's gonna be the type who's gonna be running guns a-blazing, whereas Batman's more of a stay calm, collected, plan it out. It don't have to be today; it can be tomorrow, kind of thing, you know.
But I guess Superman apparently is kind of retarded because he lost to Batman, and this is I don't know what it takes to become canon or lore in a comic book world. So this is probably not canon or lore. But Lex Luthor kills him in DC Universe in the intro movie, which is an alternate reality.
Right.
That's probably not canon since it's not a comic book or TV show. But figuratively, assuming even if it's not canon, we'll use it in this argument. That means Superman has lost to two human beings that just tricked him into being too close to kryptonite.
I mean, a lot of people forget though that a lot of people think, okay, he's got
All
flying,
powers,
super strength, all this stuff.
Powers.
But nobody actually realizes that okay, kryptonite hurts him. Yes, radiation from a red sun hurts him.
Yeah.
Yes, red kryptonite that was human engineered. It harms him, but it also psychologically impairs him to where it turns him evil. He's got on a whole other list of things that can harm him, and both Batman and Lex Luthor know it.
Yeah.
And just in DC Universe, Lex Luthor has a power suit, and I think doesn't he jab a harpoon of kryptonite in his heart or something?
Yeah, it's actually pretty brutal. He blows up a shitload of the world using Black Adam. Black Adam blows up the world, which weakens Wonder Woman, and then he murders Wonder Woman, shoves her mouth full of kryptonite, and then makes her before he kills her makes her call for Superman, kills her, shoves her mouth full of kryptonite, hides. Then when Superman comes down to be Diana, he's all and he's dead, fucking dead.
But then Lex Luthor goes back.
But again, Lex Luthor, similar to Batman, is a super genius, right?
Right.
He's super intelligent, so.
Mm-hmm. But he goes back in time and he goes to the Justice League and he goes, I did something awful. I killed.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to watch myself do this stupid stab move.
He did something awful. I killed all you guys, and now who was it? Darkseid comes over and tries to take over the world.
Sorry, I'm rewatching myself. I was rewatching myself do all that stupid shit. But yeah, overall, I just think there's Superman is strong. He's so retarded. I feel like how you gonna get out? I don't know.
He's bronze. He's more bronze than brains.
Yeah, agreed. I think you're definitely right there for sure.
I mean, I love Superman. I think he's awesome. Just the level of humanity and somebody who technically is an alien, even though Krypton was pretty much Earth-like, just a little bit more advanced in technology. He has that emotional level with human beings.
All right, we got a couple of questions. Oh, one question really. What do you take to watch all the movies and series? And Hugo responded, pills. I'm trying to think of the language barrier here. What do you take to watch all? Are you asking what we watch on, or how much time does it take, or you might have to elaborate a little bit at high law. I'm not 100% sure what the question was, but pills never hurt. I mean, Hugo's probably right. Take a couple of OxyContin, you're ready for the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take OxyContin,
Neither do
but I wish I did.
I don't even know where to get it.
I think you have to get it from a drug dealer or a doctor. Or a drug dealing doctor.
Like in an alley?
Yeah. You could do two things. You could get it from a doctor. See you, Hugo. Or you can get it from a drug dealer who has someone else he buys it from.
See? I never find these things out.
Learning all those things. See, I've never done Oxy. Although one time when I was in high school, do you remember Charles, the guitar player? That guy was the biggest druggie I've ever met. That was all. That was the story.
I knew he was a druggie. I just didn't know he was on that kind of stuff.
Yep. That's crazy. He's crazy. Everyone's crazy.
I think to kind of answer that SMR's question.
Yeah, what do you watch all your movies on?
I mean, me being a nerd, I watch most of my stuff. I watch on Netflix. Like your Justice League movies, your Batman movies. But I also turn around and buy the movies too on the PlayStation Network, or I'll also just buy it off the internet and like the download. I don't like to deal with discs.
Yeah, I get
It's
that.
the future. We deal with downloadable files.
I do a little bit of everything. I agree. I use Netflix. If it's on Netflix, that's my go-to. If it's not on Netflix, and I want it, I'll buy it off Amazon usually. If neither of those work, I'll usually just find it from other legal sources online.
Legal sources.
Legal sources.
So I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, if it's not like in the movie theater, it's Netflix. If it's on TV, or if I'll just download it.
Yep. Netflix. For me, Netflix, Amazon, or just basically Google it on the web and find somewhere to watch it for free. Those are my 3 go-tos.
Yeah, I use Amazon Prime Instant Video
Yeah,
a lot.
I also use Amazon Prime Instant Video, but there's only like Amazon Prime's good, but there's not a lot of like there's stuff that you can watch on there, but not stuff, a lot of stuff you want to watch.
Yeah.
Like if you're like having a boring day and you just want to watch something, there's stuff, but I've never seen something on there that I'm like, oh, I've been waiting for this to come out. Like
It's kind of like with Netflix. Like if it's on my list and I see it, I'll watch it. But if it's like an actual movie that I'm trying to search for, they never have it.
yeah, of course. Of course.
We don't know. We don't know what you're talking about.
All right, but we just crested over the 1 hour mark. So if you want to start wrapping up, if you have any other big thoughts that you want to hit before we call it a day?
I think we can give kind of like a general idea of what the next show for next week would be, as well as let people know where they can find us and leave questions and stuff like that while the show's not live.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for me, if you guys want to see more what I do outside of the talk show, you can find me on youtube.com/user whatever / my name is xnixitx. That's XNIXITX. That's my YouTube channel. Also on Twitch at twitch.tv/NIX_IT. I stream there almost daily. I might not today because I'll probably hang out here for a little bit. By the time I get home, my girlfriend will be off. But tomorrow I'll be back live at usually at about 4 p.m. Hi, Law. I know you're in here and I know you already watched the channel. But for anybody that watches this later or is listening to the podcast, feel free to check me out on either of those channels, Mr. King Cord.
Yes, as well. I have a Twitch account, King Cord 1. I don't really play video games yet. I just started that channel. We might be actually going ahead and putting the show on to mine, unless you want to make another one for it. Otherwise, you can find the audio file from today's show on Libsyn.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll be up tonight sometime. We'll also post on Facebook and Twitter when it's up. And also a reminder, you guys can go onto the Facebook page and leave comments or questions on there, as well as on the Twitter. And we have an Instagram.
Yep, we do. Although I guess we can take a picture.
Yeah, we'll have to take a picture. And I'm also playing with the idea of making a Snapchat account that you guys can probably
just get funny snaps the whole time we're live
Yeah.
later on. That's good. Hi, Lol. I'm rocking the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge.
And I have my phone.
I have
a phone. My phone is the iPhone 6S.
Of course, it's the
Plus.
fucking Apple. Goddamn.
I like Apple.
I got no problem with Apple. I've been really behind Apple since they told the government to go fuck themselves. I respect that.
Right. Plus, I got my laptop through school, so.
I love that they're like, Apple, you have to do this. And Apple's like,
no.
I don't think we're gonna, though.
Yeah.
So.
Like, well, I don't see a piece of paper in your hand.
But, yeah, so all that stuff. Specifically, do check out the Libsyn channel. That's going to be our main goal. Was originally to do a podcast. The extra video stream is basically a means to an end. We decided that the show would be more interesting live because then we get some questions and interaction with an audience, which I think will be fun on it, similar to a radio show, with questions coming in while we do the show. Then even on playback, we'll have that sort of like call-in option, so you get some interaction with an audience while listening, even on a playback later on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be a fun way to do it. But do check out the Libsyn channel. I'll link that on Twitter, all that stuff once we have it all up and running, which will be later tonight. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Did you have anything else that you wanted to touch on?
No, just obviously, like you said before, we're not just going to be talking just about Batman on this podcast. We'll be talking about almost
All
everything.
sorts of shit, yeah.
And we'll also touch video games like Nixit's Twitch.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, Hylal. Thanks for watching, man, on episode 1. We're definitely, I assume the show will start taking different directions. We've got a main goal, but the show will evolve. As you can see, we only have a couple of graphics. We've got our Twitter handles down there. But I'll probably try to set up something similar to Twitch for the future. So we'll have some alerts go off, maybe some filters and things that make noises and do things as you guys follow, comment, donate, do anything like that. We should set up a donation page, and once we have a little bit of a following, we'll probably set up a merch, page, make a couple of T-shirts and things like that.
We already have some T-shirt ideas in line.
Yep.
So thanks for coming. Thanks for being on the chat for the first episode. Actually, did surprise me that some people showed up. So thank you for.
Me too. I did not expect anybody to show up.
Yeah, thank you for showing up. And like I said, you can post your comments or questions on the Twitter or on the Facebook page.
If you have two things, if you have things that you're curious about as viewers, leave a comment in the YouTube channel. I assume that these will publish similar. I don't know it for sure.
I know it takes time after the live show.
Yes, if this actually publishes as a live show, you can leave a comment here, or we do have a website, bodybygaming.com. You do have to currently actually type that into the search bar. It is up and running, but we haven't paid off Google yet, so which is a thing you apparently have to do.
Yeah.
But for right now, if you go to bodybygaming.com, you will get our website, and once you're on bodybygaming.com, you will be able to, at the top, there's a little contact option. There's home, about, and contact. You can click on that contact option, give us your name, which you can use just a username, put in your email, which you do not have to do. I put that as not a requirement, so just put your username and questions that you have or things that you want us to talk about, and we will try to address them in the future as long as they're real things. But if you submit that'll go straight to our email, or leave a comment on YouTube. That way we can interact with you guys better and bring you content that will be interesting for you, as well as keep us moving along in our show. Anything else you got?
No, that's it. So I guess we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube, or at our website, bodybygaming.com. Visit the Facebook and the Twitter.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.